Hi everyone and welcome back to the Clever Report. It's yours truly, Peter Clever. Today we're going to be reacting from a clip, a Fox News clip speaking about how the Iranian regime has President Trump at the top of the assassination list and how Mayor Mandani, one of Mayor Mandani's staff, the New York mayor, actually went behind his back, if we're actually going to believe him, to meet with the Iranian delegation. It's crazy. How is a mayor of a city, even though most people, even across the world, even across political spectrum, even across the eye, Democrats and Republicans, many people do not agree with this war in Iran because President Trump promised that he's not going to start any new wars. But you are in the war already, and imagine, you are at war with a country, even though you think it's not a legal war in your own opinion, but going behind the president's back or a mayor staff in a very big city like New York going to meet with the Iranian delegation is sketchy. It's sketchy. But from what the clip was saying, I don't think that the person actually met with the Iranian delegation at last. So I want us to watch the clip and then I'll give you my take on the whole issue.
Well, New York City Mayor's office is under fire after Zohran Mamdani's International Affairs Commissioner reportedly made plans to meet with Iran's UN ambassador earlier this week. The timing could not have been worse. And the New York Post reporting this, the scheduled meeting would have unfolded after Iranian troops fired missiles at two commercial ships traversing the Strait of Hormuz. An action Monday in direct defiance of an interim peace agreement between the U.S. and Iran.
Breaking news coming yesterday, the Iranians, actually fired a missile to U.S. base in Jordan, killing 2 U.S. servicemen. So basically, this was after all that thing happened. So the Mayor Mandani's UN ambassador, Mayor Mandani's foreign representative, actually met with the Iranian UN ambassador. So just to give you context to what was happening.
Mayor Mamdani was asked about this at a news conference today. Watch.
That meeting did not take place. It will not take place. And I did not know about it until there was a press inquiry regarding it. And when it comes to the work of our commissioner and our International Affairs Office, it's to ensure that as we are a city of the world, that we are also there to meet with leaders from across the world. The focus is always on our city and our relationship. The commissioner recognizes that this was made an error, and we're working on a new process in terms of new meeting requests.
A new process? What about competence? Well, this comes as the Wall Street Journal reports Israel warned the U.S. that Iran hatched a new plan to assassinate President Trump. Iran has repeatedly vowed to retaliate against our president for ordering the killing of Iran's Revolutionary Guard General Qasem Soleimani. President Trump reiterated that this week.
They've been in trouble for 47 years, and we took out their first set of leaders. We took out their second set of leaders. They want to take out the U.S. leader, me. I'm on every list. I saw things this morning. I'm on every single one of their lists. And so far, I guess I've been a little bit lucky, but that maybe doesn't last very long.
Now, President Trump knows what he's doing. Because when he took out, the Ayatollah Khomeini and everything, you just know that automatically, even though you think you're bigger than Iran, automatically they're going to be gunning for you. So President Trump actually knows that. So it's not like a news story. It's not like a bombshell news that Iran has him at the top of the assassination list. Because if you take out somebody, this is the equivalent of the Pope. He's a Shia, their theocracy. This person is just like, they seem like their second god. So I'm trying to contextualize the whole thing from their own perspective, even though I don't agree with it. But this is just the real deal. So President Trump actually knows. He knows. And I just want the U.S. to beef up security because the Iranians are actually going to be gunning for him. That is just a fact.
At Americans based overseas in Kuwait and Bahrain and Saudi Arabia. And so this is outrageous that this is something that the Mamdani administration was seeking to do. And also, of course, we know that New York has been really struggling with anti-Semitism, and this is something that has been really important to Mamdani. He has been fueling this anti-Semitism and has been very anti-Israel. So the whole thing is very concerning that the Mamdani administration would have any interest in meeting with an Iran official.
Yeah. Ari, walk us through the concerns that the White House would have, too, with your experience.
Involving New York in the meeting?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I totally believe Mayor Mandami. I'm certain that his commissioner for international affairs, he was going to meet with the Iranians to help them find the best bagels in New York City. I am certain this is going to be a friendly, come to New York, we love you meeting. That's what it was about. I mean, I just can't imagine Zoran Mandami wanted to have a meeting with people who say death to America, death to Israel, for any other reason than to be nice.
Yes, I know Fox News is biased. Fox News is anti-Iran, just obvious. But I think that you from New York or in New York, foreign representatives, you're actually representing the mayor's office, going to meet with a UN delegation from Iran, stating that actually that the foreign or any foreign you're meeting or any foreign delegation you're meeting is aligned with leftist interest. But the Iran is not like, it's like hyper conservative in their own weird way. So there's nothing like they don't like gay people there, because leftists in the New York, you people like all this pride parade and all these things, homosexuality and everything. It doesn't fly in Iran. So I don't know why you think it's actually a good idea, because that Iran or Iranian delegation fits into your narrative of meeting with people that have leftist values, because it doesn't make sense. I know Fox News is actually going to hammer them. It's just obvious, but I'm actually trying to fault this foreign representative of the mayor's office, because what are you thinking? What are you thinking actually meeting with a foreign nation that basically their values does not align with your leftist values? It doesn't make any sense. You're just trying to spite Donald Trump. Let's keep watching.
Said is exactly right, Rebecca. This was politics. This is what they believe in. This is who they seek out to have a sympathetic view and sympathetic ear with. This is frightening. This is not what New York should be doing. And then the mayor lies and covers up. He sounds like Graham Plattner denying the reality that's right in front of him, which is why his staff feels they're licensed to go out and meet with the Iranians and talk to the Iranians. I wish the meeting took place. And that way we could have demanded to know what they talked about and hold the mayor to account for it. It really is too bad that they stopped it before it happened, because that is what really motivates these people.
There really seems to be this sort of like weaseling that happens here, Lisa, where the mayor gets away with things by smiling and denying. And, remember, it took them, three times to get a paycheck out to NYPD officers. And it's always, oh, I'm sorry, there was an error. It seems really mealy-mouthed here. But at the end of the day, it's New Yorkers whose safety is being compromised, let alone our nation's security that's being compromised if this were to happen.
I mean, I can't be the only one asking whose side is he on in all of this, right? And you would think, wouldn't you know if your international affairs commissioner is trying to meet with Iranian officials? Isn't that something that you should know as mayor? And why would that individual be trying to meet with Iranian officials? But, you go down the list. You also look at some of the tweets and the various things that his wife has liked surrounding the events of October 7th as well. Starts to paint a little bit of a picture.
Yes, because I have to put the onus on Mayor Mandami. I have to put the onus on him, because if you're not giving your staff certain leeways or certain ideas into their head, they wouldn't be so emboldened to go behind your back and meet with a hostile nation that your country is fighting. So even though I think Fox News is anti-Iran and pro-Israel, I know it's so obvious they're going to be skewed to be pro-Israel and stuff. But I actually agree with the man, because if you are not giving them ideas, your staff won't go behind your back to meet with a foreign nation that is at war with you, which fundamentally your values and theirs are not the same. So the onus is on Mayor Mandami.
Going back to the Biden administration, and Rebecca's going to know about this, you've got Robert Malley, who was the envoy for Iran for the Biden administration. He had a security clearance revoked from him, also was under FBI investigation. You had another top official who is part of the Iran Experts Initiative, which Semaphore had reported about government leaked emails where Iranian officials and government officials were coordinating with individuals in the United States that were part of this initiative to try to shape public opinion here in the United States and the West more favorably for the Iranian regime. So whose side are some of these people on? It certainly doesn't seem to be America.
Yeah, just pointing out, and you pointed this out too, Mamdani says, I wasn't informed about this meeting, and apparently she has been reprimanded. But my question is, you should know what your staff is doing. If someone on your staff takes a meeting with Iran and the mayor doesn't know, it seems like you have a lot of other problems. I thought the same as you when I saw the internal document about cozying up to leftist regimes. We've actually seen that from Mamdani. He tried to meet with the Colombian president, Petro. The State Department intervened. That didn't happen. Petro was at a rally with him at one point in September. So he does cozy up to the left. But what's interesting is the diplomatic mission that this woman was a part of says that they want an equitable and inclusive society. And when you think about Iran, it is not that. And I think about 22-year-old Masa Amini, who I bring up repeatedly on this show, who was arrested by the morality police, beaten, and then in Iranian custody was killed. And she is one woman of many. Tens of thousands of Iranian citizens have lost their lives. So if you want to be equitable and inclusive, you're doing the exact opposite by taking a meeting with Iran. You should know better. We are the freest country in the world, the best country in the world, and you're cozying up to someone who kills young Muslim women, people you purportedly say you care about.
Yes, because the mayor should be aware. Although maybe the woman was just giving, the foreign representative was just giving him plausible deniability, but the onus is on the mayor, because whose side are you actually on? It doesn't make any logical sense that you're actually, trying to wage a war with this foreign nation, and somebody, a mayor of a big city like New York, is subverting your actions. So the onus is on the mayor, Mayor Mandami. I don't know. You should, put your house in order. This is not a good look. If the meeting actually held, I'm sure she would have been charged with espionage, because it doesn't make any sense. Even though there is a memorandum of understanding, and I don't even think the war is beneficial to the United States. We know the state that the war is benefiting, but that aside, this is not a good look for Mayor Mandami. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you'll be notified anytime I drop another video. I love you, but God loves you more.